What is up, guys? It's me, Vix123, with some Team Tomahawk gameplay for this game. We're jumping on board with Assassinated, who has a really nice game, so you guys ought to enjoy that. So that's going on in the background, and in today's video, I was going to be talking about blocking people on YouTube. However, this morning, I decided to change my mind because I got one of my exam papers back from the exams I took last summer in June, and you can ask to have the papers sent back because, you know, I just wanted to have a look through one of them that I didn't do so well on. It was one of my physics exams, and looking through the paper, it just made me facepalm so much. Basically, I'm basically ranting today. I'm not happy. I'm just gonna be talking about exams because basically, on one of the questions, I guess it was my stupidity. One of the questions said, work out the weight of this helicopter, and I calculated the weight. Then for some reason, I also calculated the mass and wrote the mass in the answer box, and I got 1 out of 3 marks. So I lost 2 marks, and that's actually a pretty huge amount. It's like 4% of the paper I lost. I mean, yeah, I was being stupid, and I often do that. I think I make more stupid mistakes or errors than anyone else. And I just thought it was a bit of a shame. You know, of course, you try not to make those careless mistakes, but I tend to make them all the time without even realizing. Even I checked through the paper at the end when I finished it to see if I'd answered everything the way I was supposed to. And then even when I did that, I must have managed to read in my head what I expected there to be there, not even what was put. And I know a lot of you will be like, oh, Vic, you're an idiot. But I'm sure a lot of you have done that in the past, maybe not on an exam that actually counts. And I never thought I would do it on an exam that counts. But I did. And I just think it's a shame how you can learn all of the content. You know, I knew nearly everything on the specification for that exam. Yet, one careless mistake cost me 5% of the the UMS marks, the points, the score. And, you know, I wish there was a better system whereby, you know, that didn't factor in. If you knew your stuff, you would get a good mark. But sometimes, you know, if you have a bit of a meltdown on the exam or just you just make a few careless mistakes. Usually, often when you know the stuff, it all comes down to exam performance and how you perform in the exam as opposed to how much you know. And if there was another system, it would be so much better. But, you know, they tried bringing in coursework to solve that, where you don't have it in an exam format. You do it, you know, under supervised conditions, and you can do it outside of, examination rooms. But then you had everyone cheating on that, and it wasn't the fairest thing. You know, you couldn't really regulate how much time goes in. And I just really wish there was a better way, because the smallest mistake can have such a huge repercussion on exam results. And, you know, exam results are so overrated, but when you're at school or college or university, it's all about the exams. Well, I guess depending on what you're doing, but it just seems, you know, there's so much pressure on them, and careless mistakes can really suck. I don't know what that guy was doing there. He just probably a bit confused as why there was a guy running around with axes on the game, of course. But yeah, that's my little rant. I'm not too happy about it. Obviously, it's my own fault for making a careless error, and it's obviously going to be a great reminder in my next exams not to do the same. But it is just disappointing that it can, you know, something you know can cost you 5% if you're not in the right mindset. And there's some nice 3 pieces in this game, like very nice. Oh, bit of a nightmare there. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about today. In my next commentary, I promise I'll talk about the blocking thing. I've been wanting to do that commentary for ages, but I thought this is kind of a spur of the moment thing. It's on my head, and I'm mad, bro. So yeah, I just want to hear your thoughts on this as well. You know, am I being completely unreasonable, getting stressed out over this? Obviously, there's nothing I can do about it, but I'm going to rant anyway. But am I being unreasonable, or is the exam system just a little bit irritating? Is it more about not how much you know, but how well you cope in the exams, and how concentrated you are, and how many times you check through and read stuff thoroughly? Because I'm not going to lie, I kind of like skim through questions. When I'm doing practice tests, I do them as quickly as I can because I don't like to waste time on them, and then I kind of skim through, and that probably costs me the actual thing. But yeah, that's the gameplay and video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, hit the like button and let me know what you thought in the comment section.